Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at an analogy for the rate determining step, the rate determining step itself, reaction mechanisms from rate equations, hydrolysis of chloromethane, proposing reaction mechanisms, and the validity of reaction mechanisms. Finally, we'll summarise.
Okay, so first thing today is we're going to be using an analogy of baking a cake to understand some of the key concepts. So, the baking of the cake is going to be our reaction in this analogy. So you can see we've got some reactants over here, which are our ingredients. So we've got some eggs, some butter, some self-raising flour, and the reaction just shows these reactants, the ingredients, going straight to the final product, a cake. The first new term we're going to talk about today is a reaction mechanism. So a reaction mechanism is a series of steps that make up a reaction. We're going to think of these as our recipe. So going back to our diagram, we've got the overall reaction in green, and then the big blue box surrounds the entire reaction mechanism, so our recipe for today. You start off with the ingredients, you'd mix them into some sort of cake mix, you'd then bake them in an oven, and then you would form the cake. So all of that process is our recipe, which is equivalent to our reaction mechanism. Okay, so the next key bit of terminology for today, and what this video is all about, is the rate determining step. This is the slowest step in a reaction. So for our cake analogy, this will be the baking stage. So we go back to our diagram. So firstly for us, taking all of the ingredients and mixing them together into the cake mix could take, say, 5 minutes. And then another 5 minutes for taking the cake mix and putting it into the oven in some sort of cake tin. Then the longest step in this recipe will be the baking. We'll say we'll bake it for 50 minutes. Now this is the rate determining step. This is the longest part of the recipe, and making these that much quicker won't change the overall reaction time noticeably. The thing that decides the reaction time, the thing that decides how long it takes us to make our cake, is this step here, the baking of it. Now the final term we need to get used to for today is the term intermediate. And an intermediate is a species which is formed in one step and used up in another. It's not seen as a reactant in the overall reaction equation or a product. So as you can see, here we've got our set of ingredients and here we've got our cake. But at one point in the reaction...
Hey guys, to continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise exam board specific A-level chemistry videos, just click the Snap Revise smiley face here. Join me today and together let's make A-level chemistry a walk in the park.